Welcome to episode 11 of Mindset Mike, the mask of success. Are you hiding behind it? Woo, I'm so excited because number 11. We like number 11. But really, we're going to talk about what this means, what it means to hide behind the mask of success, signs and consequences of hiding behind the mask. Ooh. And embracing authenticity and self acceptance. It's going to be a good one. But before I dive into this topic, I wanted to do a quick PSA, public service announcement. If you are listening in real time, and by that I mean anywhere between October 2nd, 2023, or October 31st, 2023, oh, do I have a gift for you? I'm excited for this one because on October 23rd, I am turning 30 years old. It's exciting to say that. Okay, I'm turning 30 and I'm not a big, birthday person who like celebrate me, celebrate me. No, but I wanted to do something for you because the day after my birthday, it's my 11th anniversary in personal development. Therefore, I thought, okay, what better way than to ask you to send me a present to, no, I'm just kidding. No, you don't send me a present, than to give you a code, a discount code for both of my courses. If you use the code BDAY30, birthday 30, B day 30, for 30% off on my 30th birthday throughout the month of October, the entire month, you can get 30% off on both of my courses. See It Created, the vision board course, which is absolutely lovely. If you're watching it on YouTube, you can see the vision board behind me. Believe me, it works. And also Run With It, your 60-day mindset roadmap, which includes the vision board course as well. And this is a 9-week self-paced mindset coaching course. Basically, the next best thing that I could create to you being coached by me without having to jump on a call with me every single week. So it could be really revolutionary in your life, and it has a great discount, 30%. I would take it, and I really hope that it serves you. Code and link down below in the description box or in the comment section. Now, onto the topic of today. What do I mean when I say hiding behind success? I am the first person to tell you to go for it, to dream big, to do what scares you, to achieve big things. However, you know that I like to keep it real. And I am not going to just throw you out there before warning you about something. When it comes to success, we use it as a standard, a measurement of fulfillment. Whether that is in your relationships, success rate, marriage, success, engagement, success, having kids, a family, the cars in the lifestyle, the travels in the lifestyle, the trophies and the medals and the awards in sports, the career milestones, the promotions, the figure earning income, in your business or in your job. Okay. And that's the success. That's the standard. That's what we're aiming for. All right. But why are you aiming for that? And I want to ask you this because oftentimes when we are trying to make up for something in one area of our life, we will strive to be successful either in another one or in that one. And it's important that you develop self-awareness to catch yourself whenever that is happening. And you can redirect and reshape your life and the intention behind it, the actions that you take as need be. How has this impacted me in the past, and why do I share these things with you? As we go along, stories are going to come out. And I can tell you that during my years of athletic accomplishments, I was making up for something in another area of my life. I was at the time in a relationship that I had zero business being in, that I allowed it to rob 4 years of my life in sanity and joy and all the things, It wasn't always terrible, but it shouldn't have happened. I shouldn't have allowed myself to be in there. But during that time, I was also competing at the collegiate level. The two Claudias put together, Claudia in track and field and cross country, and Claudia in a relationship, what I was going through, did not look the same. They were different people. I experienced different emotions. And I put all of that, sense of unfulfillment, sense of frustration, sense of, oh my gosh, I'm in too deep, I can't get out, into my athletic success. Now, of course, I always wanted those dreams and those goals since before. However, it's something that also made me feel like because I am failing at this other area of my life, in my personal relationships, something's got to work. I've got to make this succeed. And so we are hiding behind the mask of success. Hey, I succeeded at this. Hey, I got the promotion. I earned 7 figures. I have the perfect relationship. Oh, look at how much I travel. Oh, this and that. But really, we're trying to make up for something else. And it's not everybody, and it's not all the time. But I wanted to bring this up because in the midst of pepping you up and being your biggest cheerleader and saying, hey, you can do this, I want you to make sure that whenever you're striving for something, you're doing it for the right reasons. What are some signs and consequences when it comes to hiding behind the mask of success? And when we say this, once again, we are not antagonizing success or striving for success or wanting to attract a different outcome. That does not antagonize the situation. But just in general, when we become hyper obsessed with something, it could mean something else. So let's just say that one area of your life is less than perfect, right? And of course, perfection, what is that? But it's not ideal. You struggle with it. It's wobbly. It's up and down. It's around. You don't have that sense of fulfillment within that area of your life. Let's say perhaps your relationships. And then you turn the other way and you give your sport or your job everything you've got to make it happen. And all of a sudden you feel fine. It could be a way for you to cope, which is great. However, it could also mean that you're trying to quiet the voice that is telling you, hey, there's something over here on the side that needs to be addressed. There's something over here on the other end that you're not looking at. Yoo-hoo, hello, over here. And you're thinking, no, forget that. I want to go be so successful in my sport, in my business, in X, Y, or Z. Same thing with other things. Because you don't feel so fulfilled in your job, you feel like you need to make your relationship with this one person that you don't want to be with so successful. Why? Because you feel like you've got to have something. You want to hold on to something. But what happens whenever you reach that success, when you reach that milestone that you were striving for, and you were truly hiding behind the mask of success? That's what it's going to feel like. It's going to feel like a mask. It's going to feel like you can take it on and off at any moment because you haven't worked on the other areas of your life. This is why I tell you that self-awareness is so critical. And I think that one episode that I go back to and tell you about over and over is episode number 2, self-awareness. Developing your self-awareness, developing your self-esteem are going to move mountains for you in the process. So that whenever you're striving to accomplish something, you're doing it because that is your purpose, because that is your next step, because that is what's coming. Not because we're trying to make up for something that we don't have in another area of our life, or even within that area of our life. Trying to prove something, trying to make a point, trying to make things right. To a certain extent, it's a healthy approach. But then after a big amount of that, it becomes unhealthy and it becomes toxic. And it can be something that can hurt you in the long run. When I tell you about my experiences before, I can look back And I can look at the success that I had in multiple areas. And I can also tell you the nonsense that I was going through behind the scenes that nobody knew about. And oftentimes, the memory is not even the win, but the behind the scenes. It can rob you from it. And I want you to know that, not because it's a sob story or because it's a victim story or anything like that, but because it's important for you to know that success isn't everything. That one trophy, that one win, that one milestone isn't everything. Having peace and cohesiveness and harmony throughout multiple areas of our life is often more important to achieve than that one thing that is going to give us validation. Because that's what it comes down to, validation that we don't have somewhere else. Do you see where I'm going with that? This connects perfectly to embracing yourself in your authenticity, to accepting yourself for who you are. Of course, knowing that we can improve. Of course, knowing that you're going to work on yourself and that you're striving to embody who you're going to be at that 5-year mark. Not meaning that the only reason why you will be valuable, that you will be worthy, that you'll be deserving in life, within yourself, for others, is if you reach certain milestones. And this is the tricky part, because you have to look at yourself and you have to have those uncomfortable conversations with yourself that you probably don't want to have. And you've got to look in the mirror, or whenever you're driving, or whenever you're doing dishes, or whenever you're commuting, or whenever you're just staring at the wall. And you have to see yourself as, this is a reality. This is where I have succeeded. This is where it hasn't gone my way. This is where I could have done better. It is what it is. What am I going to do moving forward? How is it going to help me, support me, and help me in life? But not, oh, wow, because I made all of this and because this is my reality and this is what I'm working with, now I have to make this one thing happen. Otherwise, I'm a complete failure. And that's how you start hiding behind the mask of success. Very important. Self-acceptance. Self-reflection. I have this all the time. As you know, I live in England. I'm from the US, born in Mexico, came here from Dubai. My business is online. I don't know people in England. I'm still building connections, a network, making friends. And when I realized that I become hyper-focused on building the brand and this and that, and like, that's the only thing that I think about, which happens often, I'm like, hold on, take a step back. What are you trying to make up for? Well, you're trying to make up for the fact that things are sometimes on a limbo. Okay. And then it helps you continuing to take action in the best way. But you have to have those stopping moments and say, why do I want this so much? What am I getting out of it? And because you have developed that self-awareness, that self-knowledge, you've had conversations with yourself, you can answer with yourself. And if you haven't, work with a coach. If it's very deep, work with a therapist. If you don't know, hop on a call with me and I can support you in making that decision. But just know that you're not alone in this. And success isn't bad. And sometimes success is taking life for what it is and saying, I'm fine with this right now. And fulfillment and having peace of mind is success. And not saying that, in sports, not always trying to be the next champion and just doing it for yourself is success. In relationships, putting yourself first and preferring to have a breakup over an unhealthy relationship is success. In business, having sanity and freedom of time is success. In corporate, Being able to do something after 5 o'clock that is not your work is success. So stop thinking that success is going to be something that's ahead of you, when in reality, it's something that is already right there in front of you and within you. And you are successful in more than one way. And you're going to continue being. And lastly, building confidence. We talk about confidence quite often on this podcast and on my content, on my programs. There's always confidence out there. Because whenever you're confident within yourself, you don't feel the need to go out there and do something that isn't really you to be successful. You know that you're on the right track and you do things for the right reasons at the appropriate time for you, not for anything else. Not for, once again, appearances, not for validation, not for making up for something that is wonky on the other side. It's just confidence. It's just you. And you take those steps moving forward. Do not hide behind the mask of success. Look at your success and say, what do I want out of this? Why do I want this in my life? What is it going to bring into my life? And then determine if it's ideal for you or if you need to take that idea of success somewhere else. If you're watching on YouTube, a couple of weeks ago, I told you that 93% of our listeners or viewers weren't subscribed. That dropped to 81. Thank you very much. Let's keep dropping it. So if you're not subscribed and you're watching this till the end, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button, give me a like, drop a comment, message me, tell me, hi, Claudia, I liked the video, or what you would like to see next. As always, I'm here for you. I believe in you. Don't forget to be the optimal leader of your life. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.